Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Uh, so what we had done in previous session, we had seen the practical, right? The same practical I had put it in that e-content section. So I have joined the meeting through my laptop, and my laptop mic is damaged, so I won't be able to speak. No problem, Manish. So now what exactly we're gonna do is, you see, your 2 hours lab session is actually converted into 2 hours lecture session. So I always speak and speak and speak. So in this session, let me take some follow up from you guys. So the previous practical that we had done in Packet Tracer, uh, how many of you can perform that practical here, so that I can see the same practical? Because I think it is just a monotonous session I'm taking. I need some interaction with you guys also, right? So um, can anyone do the same practical which we had done in the previous session, so that I can see and others can follow the same practical and can do it in their own laptop. You can take the instruction guide from the e-content, no problem in that, but just do it. No one? Maybe some others join. You can give them. No one is interested. I mean, so how we can arrange this lab session? I mean, it is just me who is doing everything. So you see, 2 hours just speaking and giving you everything, it's really hard for me to do. Uh, it would be good if you can show me your screen and I can see that what you are doing. Hmm, still no responses. Sir, I have completed the assignment. Uh, Actually, Nesh, it was not an assignment just for, but I got an error. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You will get an error. You will get certain things which maybe I do not know, maybe you know, maybe you do not know, I know. So that's why we have a lab session, right? So the assignment, uh, that was not assignment, just for your sake. It's something like if you want to do it, you do it. So what kind of error you are getting, Nesh? While I ping the DNS, mm, IP, it is working. But when I search the website, it shows host not found. It is because maybe there is some IP misconfiguration. Have you tried it with the same steps as I did, or it is there in the PDF? Have you followed that step? Still, it is showing you the same error. So what you can do, Nish, can you share your screen and can perform that practical so that we can see and others can follow? There's no harm in it, I think. Yeah, that would be great. So you'll do one by one steps. You can take the help of that PDF also, no problem. I do not have any problem with that. But just do something so that we can. Yeah, you just start the Cisco packet tracer and I'll guide you how to do it. So there might be things which I cannot see. So do one thing, you will start from the scratch, no problem. I'll tell you what to do and what not to. Uh, just delete it. Yeah, the same things you take. One PC, one laptop. And by the way, who's having PC with them, they can please follow this practical and I'll see once this practical gets done. Okay. So yeah, the cloud, then cable model. Uh, in the last, yeah, yeah. So now for the connection, you'll take yeah this black color. This no, not that one. This one, yes. Take fast Ethernet for PC, and then Ethernet one was correct. And then yes, again the copper straight. No one. This one. This yes, same cable. For no Ethernet. No Ethernet नहीं आएगा. वहाँ पर इंटरनेट आएगा. इंटरनेट आएगा. Just take internet and then जो सेकंड वाला है ये कौन सा है? पोर्ट वन. यस एग्जैक्टली पोर्ट वन. एंड देन यहाँ पोर्ट आएगा. हाँ कोएक्सियल केबल से पोर्ट जीरो और यहाँ आई थिंक कोएक्सियल होगा. यस कोएक्सियल. एंड देन दिस इज कनेक्टेड विथ अगेन कॉपर स्ट्रेट. हाँ वहाँ पर आएगा आई थिंक ईथरनेट सिक्स और यहाँ फास्ट ईथरनेट जीरो. यस. And first settings, what you have to do is you go to the wireless this here, and then in the no. No. Do not start it with laptop. Please close it. Otherwise फिर error आएगी. नहीं नहीं अभी नहीं करना है. पहले वो वायरलेस तुम्हारा होस्टेड नेटवर्क है उसको बनाने का. उसमें जाओ राउटर में. पहले वो बनाओगे फिर ये होगा. उसमें GUI पे जाओ. हाँ GUI में वायरलेस पे टैब यस. और यहाँ पर जो SSID में डिफॉल्ट लेगा उसकी जगह आएगा होस्टेड नेटवर्क या होम नेटवर्क. फिर सेटअप में जाओ. होम नेटवर्क के बाद ऊपर वायरलेस में सेटअप. और यहाँ पर DHCP. हाँ नीचे जाओ नीचे. यहाँ पर आपको IP एड्रेस देना है. ये जो स्टैटिक DNS1 है जहाँ पे 000 है उसकी जगह पर आएगा 208 208 67 220 220 220 220। अब इससे नीचे जाओ 20 करके। नहीं, लास्ट में भी 220। 220। अब नीचे सेव सेटिंग्स करके होगा। हाँ, सेव सेटिंग्स। यस, अभी से क्लोज कर दो। अब वो लैपटॉप पे जाओ, लैपटॉप पे। यस। अब वहां पर, यस, अब इसको पहले टर्न ऑफ कर दिया। हाँ, वायरलेस लगा दो। अब इसको ऑन कर दो, टर्न इट ऑन। उसके बाद डेस्कटॉप में पीसी वायरलेस एंड देन कनेक्ट, यहाँ पर अभी आएगा। हाँ, अब इसको कनेक्ट करो। लिंक स्टेट में देखो, यार, सो नाउ इट इज कनेक्टेड, यू विल सी द लिंक्स। ओके, नाउ क्लोज इट। इसको क्लोज कर सकते हो लैपटॉप को। गो टू द पीसी। अब पीसी में जाने का है। वहां पर आईपी एड्रेस, उसमें चले जाओ, डेस्कटॉप पे। डेस्कटॉप पे यहाँ आईपी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, यहाँ देखो स्टैटिक है, उसको डीएचसीपी कर दो। ओके, आई एम क्लोज इट। नहीं, उसकी जरूरत नहीं, अब उसे क्लोज कर दो, क्लोज। जस्ट अ मिनट, ओके, just a minute, Nesh. I think Haley is having problem. Can you show Haley where this cable modem and cloud are there? Show her. Haley, can you see this? Yeah. Here is your cloud, PT cloud. Can you see the first? केबल मॉडेम भी यहीं पे है और पीटी क्लाउड भी यहीं पे है। ओके, डन। सो वेयर वी आर, आई थिंक हमने पीसी कर लिया था। नो प्रॉब्लम, वंस नेश गेट्स कंप्लीट आई विल कम बैक टू हेली, देन वी विल सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम आल्सो। सो वी वेर एट क्लाउड। अब तुम क्लाउड में जाओ, नेश। Yes, exactly. Yes, we did DHCP in PC. We are not doing static IP here. We are performing, क्योंकि आप जनरली देखो वायरलेस या वायर्ड, जनरली आपका पीसी डीएचसीपी में होता है। अगर आप वोडाफोन आइडिया में देखो, आप कभी भी स्टैटिक आईपी नहीं देते। राउटर, नेश, उसको राउटर दिखाओ कहाँ पर होगा। एंड डिवाइसेस में। नहीं नहीं, यहाँ वायरलेस डिवाइसेस में। एंड डिवाइसेस में नीचे नीचे जाओ, नीचे वायरलेस डिवाइस। उसको राउटर नहीं दिख रहा है हेली को। एंड डिवाइसेस में जाओ। एंड डिवाइसेस में ऊपर 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 ऊपर। हाँ हाँ, उसके साइड में लेफ्ट हैंड साइड। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड वो राउटर है जो राउटर, हाँ हाँ, बस वही नेटवर्क डिवाइसेस सारे, उस पर क्लिक करो। उसके बाद यहाँ नीचे, उसके उसके बाजू में, उसको राउटर नहीं मिल रहा, राउटर ये लिंक्सिस वाला, हाँ। ये रहा फोर्थ फोर्थ राउटर, यानी फोर्थ राउटर लास्ट से देखो, WRT300N करके होगा इसमें, लास्ट से फोर्थ राउटर। ओके, डन 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 नेश। ओके, सो नेश, हम पीसी में डीएचसीपी इसलिए ले रहे हैं क्योंकि जनरली पीसी हमेशा डीएचसीपी में होता है जब तक कि वो लैन केबल के साथ कनेक्टेड ना हो। राइट, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर पुटिंग डीएचसीपी आईपी ओवर हियर। तुमको स्टैटिक रखना है, स्टैटिक भी रख सकते हो, जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ दिस, कि इसमें सारे प्रोटोकॉल कवर अप हो जाए। ओके, अब क्लाउड में जाओ। ओके, क्लाउड में हाँ देखो, यहाँ पर दो पर चीजें करनी है अपन को। एक, आई थिंक, इसको पहले टर्न ऑफ कर दो। टर्न ऑफ कर दिया। हाँ, उसके बाद आपको दो वो ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करना है। उसका नाम क्या है? एक है 1CX, लास्ट में है 1CX, यस दिस वन। और एक होगा वन CFE, वन CFE, यस दिस वन CX नहीं, हाँ। अब इसे टर्न ऑन कर दो। ओके, अभी इसी में कॉन्फ़िग में चले जाओ, कॉन्फ़िग में। हाँ, अब यहाँ पर है ना, ये कोएक्सियल, कोएक्सियल में जाना है एक बार, नीचे 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 नीचे, कोएक्सियल, यस। हाँ, नहीं, इसके ऊपर में जाओ, ऊपर वाले में, इथरनेट 6, इथरनेट 6। हाँ, यहाँ पर केबल कर दो DSL की जगह पे। ओके, अब यहाँ पर केबल में चले जाओ, कनेक्शंस में केबल होगा DSL के नीचे। हाँ, यहाँ केबल, यस। यहाँ आ गया, अब इसको ऐड कर दो, नीचे बटन है ऐड, यस। अब इसे क्लोज कर सकते हो। सर व्हाट इज DSL? DSL है वो, सब्सक्राइबर लाइन है, डिजिटल सब्सक्राइबर लाइन, बट वी आर नॉट यूजिंग दैट। इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट वी आर यूजिंग दिस केबल कनेक्शन। वो लाइन है जो ये टेलीफोन नेटवर्क वाले। ओके, ये क्लाउड हो गया अपना पूरा कंप्लीट। अब हम जाएंगे सर्वर पे, सर्वर पे चले जाओ। इसके अंदर सर्विसेज हैं, सर्विसेज, सबसे ऊपर वाला टैब लिया। तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, इसके अंदर DHCP सर्वर जो हमने PC में वहां लगाया हुआ है, तो सबसे पहले हम DHCP को ऑन करेंगे। तो इसको ऑन कर दो, और पूल नेम में लिखो DHCP पूल, यस, पूल नेम DHCP पूल। देन डिफॉल्ट गेटवे में वही सेम एड्रेस, 208 67 220 220, 67 220 220। DNS सर्वर भी आपका सेम है, 208 67 220 220। क्योंकि ये सर्वर अब आपका DHCP सर्वर भी है, यानी कि यही आपको IP एड्रेस एंड ऑल दे रहा है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसका स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस क्या देंगे, 1 से स्टार्ट होगा, तो इसका स्टार्ट IP एड्रेस लिखो 208 67 208, लिखो वहीं पे 67 221, वहां पर 1 आएगा, यस। और सबनेट मास्क 255 255 255 0, 255 0, यस। और यहाँ मैक्सिमम डिवाइसेस 50 कर दो, 50, एंड देन ऐड इट, इसको ऐड कर दो यहाँ पर। ओके, सो ये आपका यहाँ पर ऐड हो गया। अब इसी सर्विस के अंदर DNS सर्वर भी आपको कॉन्फ़िगर करना है। DNS क्या करता है, आपका IP को होस्ट नेम में कन्वर्ट करता है, और होस्ट नेम को IP में कन्वर्ट करता है, यस। DNS जाओ, और अब यहाँ पर DNS, या इसको ऑन करो। नेम, नेम में लिख दो cisco.com, या कोई भी वेबसाइट को लिख सकते हो आप, cisco.com। और एड्रेस में आपका आएगा वही सेम एड्रेस, 208 67 220 220, या देन एड इट। ओके, और अब ये जो सर्वर है आपका, ये दोनों चीज में कॉन्फ़िगर हो गया है, DHCP और DNS। लेकिन अभी तक इस सर्वर को कोई IP एड्रेस नहीं मिला, राइट? सो वी हैव टू गिव सम IP एड्रेस टू इट। So for that you go to config, sorry, desktop, you go to the desktop. I think it is not in desktop but in config ही होगा, जो देखना एक बार config में जाओ तो is there in config, या config के अंदर this static में चले जाओ, this fast ethernet 0, इसमें IP एड्रेस देना है, yes, यहाँ पर IP एड्रेस दे दो 208 67 220 220। ओके, और बस इसे अब क्लोज कर दो। नाउ आई थिंक और हमने कुछ कह दिया है क्या यहाँ पर? ओके, वन मोर टाइम सर्वर में जाना है एक बार, आई थिंक मेरे से कुछ मिस्टेक हुआ है सर्वर में। गो टू सर्वर, और यहाँ पर कॉन्फ़िग में वापस, हाँ कॉन्फ़िग में सेटिंग्स में जाओ तो एक बार सेटिंग्स में, व्हाट इज देयर इन द सेटिंग्स। हाँ सेटिंग्स में, ओके ओके, हाँ सेटिंग्स में ये डिस्प्ले नेम दिख रहा है सर्वर 0 की जगह, हाँ इस पे cisco.com लिखो, क्योंकि अब ये सर्वर सर्वर 0 नहीं है, इसकी जगह पर ये है cisco.com। या अब यहाँ पर इसको गेटवे एड्रेस दे दो, इसका गेटवे होगा 1 वाला एड्रेस 208.67.220.1.1 और डीएनएस एड्रेस होगा अपना सेम 67.220.220। डन। अब ये हो गया, अब इसे क्लोज कर दो। अब वो पीसी में चले जाओ, गो टू द पीसी, यस, एंड देन इसमें कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट, पहला आईपी, नहीं 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 नहीं, पहले हमको रिलीज करने पड़ेंगे सारे आईपी एड्रेस, तो उसके लिए आईपी कॉन्फिग कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट से, यस, आईपी कॉन्फिग, आईपी कॉन्फिग स्पेस जी आएगा जी, कॉन्फिग, कॉन्फिग स्पेस स्लैश रिलीज, RELEASC, रिलीज कर दो, सारे आईपी एड्रेस जीरो हो जाएंगे आपके। यस, अब रिन्यू करवाओ, सेम कमांड, आईपी कॉन्फिग स्पेस slash renew. Okay, so now it is renewed. Now you can ping to the server cisco.com ping. So now we can see it is replying from the server, and I think this ends. ठीक है, ये सेम चीज आप लैपटॉप में भी कर सकते हो, लैपटॉप में भी पिंग करोगे तो वो पैकेट जाएगा cisco.com में और cisco.com से आपको रिप्लाई मिलेगा। ऑलराइट नेश, ऑलराइट नेश, so is there any problem now? All right, so now back to other one. Hilly, Hilly, what about you? Sir, I was not able to locate devices. So you can share your device and I can help you on that. Okay, okay. So you're clear with it. So you can perform this practical. I'll try configuration later and we'll let you know. All right. So what about other students? Archan, sir, which cable and wireless router to laptop? Okay, which cable? Just a minute. Huh? Which which cable and wireless router to laptop? There is no cable between router to laptop because laptop is having wireless interface with router. Okay, वो wireless connected है router के साथ, not wired connect. So that's why there is no wired link between a router and laptop. वो wireless connected है. You can share your screen. I can do the configuration if you want. Okay, what there is Ayuj. Yes, sir. So have you did this practical? Okay. Harsh Mathak, configuration is complete. So it is working, Ayush? How to run? Run is, can you ping from PC to server? आपने ऐसा लिखा ping cisco.com या ऐसा कुछ और आपको कुछ रिप्लाई मिल रहा हो, that means it is running. It hangs. I doing from PDA. Okay. Ayush, you go to your PC and then command prompt होगा वहाँ पर. कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट में आप पिंग लिखोगे पिंग cisco.com तो आपका सर्वर आपको रिप्लाई करेगा. या नो प्रॉब्लम. Tumin is just a minute, sir. Tumin is with me. Yeah, Tumin, what is the problem? I think you had sent one mail. Sorry, mail not. It's a telegram. I think. What is the problem, Tumin? Dependency packages. Sir, the Ubuntu support. So you cannot install the Cisco packet tracer or what? You cannot install it. Mm. So what kind of error is coming? Can you tell me any specific error? I mean, innet dependency. Okay, fine. Then you need certain repositories to get the packages. It's not actually compulsory to install Cisco Packet Tracer as you are having one course, Cisco Packet Tracer mobile, I think. Just for that reason, you need to install this. Uh, Otherwise, it is okay. I mean, you can install it in your mobile also, no problem. But this Omnet dependencies, you can. I mean, have you find any relevant solution for this? Yes, sir. Okay. I'll try different solution. I mean, I cannot ultimately help you in that uh, because I never installed it on Linux machine, and Linux always have the problem. Mobile version is terrible. I mean, we need to remember shortcut commands. Yeah, that is correct. But then you use Cisco. If you have Windows machine, then there is no problem at all. I mean, you can install in minutes. I did try a couple of possible solutions. Well, the basic problem in Linux comes. I will help you to also use. Yeah. So yeah. That is. Nesh is also having Linux, so you can please contact Nesh. Uh, no, do not install new distro. Nesh will help you. I think he is also having Linux machine. To install a complete new distro is going to be like yeah. So you contact Nesh and he will definitely help you. Uh, I think people will be talking about that. Yes, I do not know who is this guy. Sharing Joy is having one problem, but Umesh is in my lab. Umesh, Umesh nahi hai, right? And Sharon is also not in my lab, right? He's in lab B. Okay, fine. Okay. So हम कहाँ पे थे? Ayush, have you got the, I mean, run output? Did you get the response from the server? What error you are getting? I'm doing some PDF. Okay, so what I can do is I'll give you like 15 to 20 minutes on it. You can do it from the PDF, and then after some time I'm gonna ask that the output or something like that. Okay, I'm just giving you 15 minutes for this. Just complete it, and then we see some other information about computer network. Uh, okay. So any progress? Riddhi, Ronak, Ritvik, are you doing? Nesh is helping me the installation. That is good. What about Riddhi, Ronak, Ritvik, then Yash Kumar, Yug? So, are you doing? Doing practical. That is good. So I'll ask at 12:55. Um, so I have completed. Please show me the screen. Okay. Sir, can you repeat the IP address we have to keep in setup of wireless router? Can you repeat the IP address we have to keep in setup of? Yeah, the IP address in DNS server, static DNS, you have to write 208.67.220.220. In PDF, it is not visible. This is the IP address you have to provide there in static DNS. And the network name. Network name is you can put your name, no problem. But for sake of the same thing, you write home network, no problem. I am at the same page to configure router. That is good. If any problem persists in the PDF, you can ask me, and then I can show you the same. Let me also show you the now. Please wait till you complete. Yes, sure, sure. In this session, I'm going to wait. No problem. You complete it. So that you can say to other people that yes, I know Cisco Packet Tracer, even if you forget it. We are not going to go for deep practicals, just small practical. Like this session is for Cisco Packet Tracer. Next session could be Wireshark, could be other tool, right? Okay, so at what stage now? Anyone, any update? Mine is working, sir. That's great. Any other? Have you pinged H3 to cisco.com? It is showing you the reply. That's great. Others? Okay, Archan, Ayuj, about you? Arsh, simulation is complete, okay? Okay, okay, that's great. Now the next thing, you had done the ping from a PC to server. Now the thing that we haven't seen or you haven't done is the simulation. You see here we have a packet. This is, can you see this packet? It's a simple PDU packet, and PDU means protocol data unit that you can pass from one PC to another PC or to server. Here in the simulation, we will see that how this packet moves from one location to another location. So what you can do, you initially were at this real time. What you can do, you can go to the simulation here. Everyone to simulation, you go to the simulation, and this window can move from one location to another location. So no problem. So this is the simulation panel. And then you can take this PDU packet. You just have to click here, click the PDU packet. You will see the cursor get changed to this. And then you just have to place this packet to here at PC5 and one packet to the server. Now here in this box, in this window box, the simulation panel box, you will see that there is a violet packet which is placed here at PC5. The last device, there is no last device here. This is the first device at PC5. So now you can run this simulation you just have to click this start button. So when you click this start button, you will see that your packet will flow from one end device to another end device and another end device to another end device till it reaches to the server. So it is a request packet, and you will see a reply packet from cisco.com to the end devices, and ultimately it will reaches to the PC5 and it will show you a green tick mark in the packet. Let's see. So I'll start the simulation and you will see the packet is now at the wireless router. So here PC5 to wireless router. From a wireless router to cable modem. So wireless router to cable modem. From cable modem to cloud, and from cloud to cisco.com, the same violet packet. Okay, cisco.com. Now cisco.com will respond with the packet to cloud 0. So Cisco to cloud 0, the same ICMP packet. Cloud 0 to cable modem. Here the reply comes back. Cable modem to wireless router. And then from wireless router to PC5. So this ends and you will see the green tick mark. Can you see? So this ends your simulation, and again the packet goes to the wireless router. Here this is STP now. It is a tree protocol, spanning tree protocol, which just broadcast packet it is going to send, but it is not important. The result or the end result that we want to see is this: wireless router to PC5. This is the response. Now the let me just so here it is successfully done. The important thing that you need to see in the simulation panel, but first of all let me ask you that have you done this simulation? So सबका हुआ ये इस तरीके से simulation? Please check one by one step कि सबका step by step जा रहा है, right? So that's great. Now this is a protocol data unit. So the packet that I am sending from one location to another location, I can actually view it. Okay, the content inside that packet, I can view it. How can I view it? You see here, this ICMP here, this ICMP, I can click here. Sorry, I can click this ICMP packet here. I'll click it. It will show you the OSI model, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 layers it is showing you here. And it is showing you the information. Here, the ICMP, this is the first packet actually. I have no idea how to do this. I mean, stop it because it is not stopping. There is a reset. So this is the packet. Right now it is at the PC5. So I'll click this. You will see that the previous device, there is no previous device, so there is no layers at all for that device. Okay, but this is the out layer where the packet is sitting. So packet is sitting at PC5. So here you will see layer 1 is port and fast Ethernet 0. You know that this cable is connected with fast Ethernet 0. Layer 2 data link layer. If I go to data link layer, here it is Ethernet second header, and this is the MAC address of this particular PC. So as you know that data link layer shows you the MAC address. Then layer 3, this is a network layer, and it is showing you the IP address 192.168.0.3, and destination. This packet is having a destination. ये server का IP address है 208.67.220.220, and this is ICMP type 8 message. And you can also re-verify it. You go to your PC in desktop, in IP configuration, you can see 192.68.0.3, the same IP address. Okay, so this is currently okay. So when I click on this play button, you will see the next outbound packet. So this is my next packet. You will see when I close it, I'll click this, and you see now I have in layer and out layer. In layer means that the packet is at that PC, and now the packet is at wireless router. So this is the wireless router. As you can see, this is internet. So this is the port of it. Okay. You go to the next layer. So there is inbound PDU packet. Now in PDU details, you can see every here every information about the packet, the header format, the IPv4 header, IPv6 header. You can see this is Ethernet 2 data link layer frame format. This is a network layer packet format. Can you see this is IPv4, this is version 4, this is that means this is IPv4. यहाँ पर आपके पास सोर्स एड्रेस है, डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस है, ये सारे इंफॉर्मेशन है जैसे कि टाइम टू लिव, हेडर लेंथ है, देन चेकसम है, देन दिस इज आई थिंक टाइम टू लिव इटसेल्फ अगेन, देन फ्लैग्स हैं, there are optional field, there are padding field, then you go to the ICMP header format. Okay, ये आपका inbound packet है, ये आपका outbound packet है, मतलब पैकेट जहां जा रहा है. You can check every packet here, the information related to it. So the last packet is this wireless router to PC file. I'll click on it and it will only show you the information about layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. It will not reach to level layer 4, 5, 6, 7 because those informations are abstracted. Cisco packet tracer will not show you TCP/IP, segmentation, then compression, encryption, and layer 7 information. It will not show you because this is ICMP packet that I'm sending over here. So it will only show you layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. Okay. So you can also check in your computer that it is showing you or not. To delete all this ICMP packet reset, you can do reset simulation from here, or either you can go to this arrow here, click on here and then delete it. It will delete all the packets from your simulation panel. Okay. So now from your side, are you able to do it? I mean, is it okay? Are you having any problem in this? Okay, then it's good. So सबको ये समझ में आ गया ना, ये simple packet का. So in the next practical, what we gonna see, we will see two things. We will see two things. One is we will see this add complex PDU. The complex PDU is having certain more information than that of this simple PDU. We will see this complex PDU, and we will also see this physical, how we can construct this physical whole physical thing. Right. Currently we are in the logical thing, but we will see that how we can manage this physical aspect in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, this is the thing we will see. Okay, in the next session. So quickly I'll give you a 5-minute break, and then we will come up with some session for computer network, small session. Okay, quickly give you 5-minute break. Okay, fine. So I have one tool that we generally use for generally use in mobile computing for GTU. But I'll show you that tool. So this names as Insider, and how many of you have used this tool? Anyone? Not used. Well, see, this is basically a network discovery tool. Generally इसे network administrator use करते हैं. You can download this tool from MetaGeek Plus. However, the tool that I'm using here is a free version. If you have a lot of money, you can waste it on. We have a pro version also, which gives you much more information about the target system. So what it gives you, see, first thing is it gives you the SSID. So it's a service identifier. So the name of the surrounding wireless networks. Okay. So currently I'm living in outskirts. So I do not have any wireless network. However, if you are sitting or residing at a very near to the access points, like in the center of the city, then you will get enough wireless network over here. Uh, so ये उसका नाम है SSID. So currently I'm connected with this Samsung A30, which is my mobile, and it is hotspotted. So that's why I have a link here, and it says that I'm connected to that. The next thing, it shows you the signal strength. So it is minus 33 decibel meter. So this is dBm, which specifies the signal strength unit. Okay, and how can I relate it? So the more minus sign you are having, the more minus numbers you are getting. That means you are very far from the access point. Very less minus numbers you are getting, that means you are very near to the access point. So you can here get a diagram here. So I'll say a radio signal strength indicator, not the indicator, just radio signal strength, and you will get a nice diagram over here. Uh, so this could be one of it. Yeah. You see, this is the access point, which could be a Vodafone or Idea tower, and you can see here that the more minus number, so it is minus 110 decibel. So that means you are very far from the access point. So that's why no signal at all. However, if you are having minus 90 to minus 100 dB, then you will get signal, but it is poor signal. So a very small speed you will get around in kbps or in bps. If you are very near, like minus 70 to minus 80, which is less, I mean minus number, you will get a good signal strength here, around in kbps or in mbps. However, if you are very near to the access point, like if you are having a speed of having a strength of minus 50 decibel to minus 60 decibel, you will have an excellent strength. You will get the maximum amount of speed here. Okay, so this it says. So here you will get an idea that I have minus 34 dBm, which means I am very near to the access point. Well, definitely my mobile is going to be access point, so so that's why it is showing you minus 40 dBm. However, the actual access point is very far from the machine. Okay, right now I'm connected with hotspot, so my mobile is actually my access point. So that's why it's minus 36 dBm. It shows you a very good speed. Okay, don't relate it with the access point, the access point that I'm showing you over here in the diagram. This is not the access point. This Samsung A30 is. This Samsung A30 is my mobile, uh, and it considered as access point in the Insider. Okay, so I hope you understand the signal strength. And next thing is the radio. How many radio channels you are having? So as you see, the normal user will only get one channel or maybe two channel maximum. You will not get like 3, 4. It is not possible. So if an organization just like Marwadi University or colleges or any company, then they will get a radio channel more than 2 or 3. But for a simple user, you will get a maximum of radio channel 1 or 2. So I have a radio channel 1. The client information it is not going to show, but if you want client information, then purchase it from the MetaGeek Plus. You can get this client information, which is very useful. The normal user is going to connect it with a different channel, but most precisely you will get channel 11. Okay, so channel 11 you will get. It is something like you tune your frequency for radio, like 98.3 or 93.7, something like that. So at that specific frequency, I can listen something. Okay, I can listen something. So it is the same thing. On channel 11, you can grab the signal. Okay, so normal user, you will get 11 or 6. It depends upon the equipment, mobile equipment you are having, and the service that you had taken, like Vodafone Idea. Every service, every mobile company is having different channel. So you can see here that I am connected with 830 and I have channel 11. And then there is a security. Security, it says WPA2 personal. There are actually 5 layers of security. Earlier it was WEP, which is a wired equivalent privacy, I think. Right now it is WPA, which means wireless protection access, I think WPA. And it says personal, which means a single individual user is there. Okay, that means me. I'm only the owner of this Wi-Fi. So that's why it is showing you WPA2 personal. Currently, WPA2 is the secured version, which uses AES and RSA algorithms, and there are other algorithm also which suits this WPA2. But there are other algorithms such as WEP. If you are using WEP, then it is the least secure Wi-Fi network. You can crack it if you want to with some tools such as OP crack or Aerodump or Air crack. There are many other tools which you can use to crack Wi-Fi. If you find the security WEP, then it is very easy. However, you need computing power such as Mac operating system and some other graphic tools by which you can crack, because it needs some processing power. With a simple Windows operating system or a machine, you cannot crack. It needs, I think, around hours to crack it. So if you're having WEP security, then you can easily manage to crack it. However, WPA2, it's not easy. Okay. Then we have mode here, B/G/N, which is nothing but IEEE 802.11 standards. 802.11 means Wi-Fi only. Okay, Wi-Fi का ही दूसरा नाम है 802.11 और ये उसके सारे modes हैं. Currently in US or in in different other countries, we have AX, okay, instead of BGN. AX is, I think, is 6th generation mobile network, but we do not have that kind of speed. So we are at AC or maximum at N. Okay, I'll show you this. So here, if you see IEEE 802.11 standards, you will get an idea here. There is this one. So you can see here that there are IEEE standards 802.11 A, B, G, N, AC, and AX. This AX is, I do not know it is there in India or not, but it's a very good speed. You can see 10 to 12 Gbps speed it is giving you. Normally in India, I had seen AC and N. N is in 4G Geo. You can get this speed. As you can see in my network also, it is N here, so I can get a speed of N here. However, if you want this AC, then you can purchase a wireless network adapter, external wireless network adapter that can give you a speed of AC. But most NICs in modern operating system, in modern hardware system, mostly you will get this AC. Okay, आपका NIC है वो capable है AC speed capture करने के लिए. AX का मुझे पता नहीं है, लेकिन NAC is generally used in India, no problem. So these are A, B, and G, which are very slow. You can see 54 Mbps, 11 Mbps, 54 Mbps. However, ये जो 600 Mbps है, ये sometimes it flickers between here to here. Okay, ये तीनों में घूमता रहता है. So it is like that. This is IEEE standard. Next thing is what it shows you. Other thing is. Other thing, it says maximum rate, so it is a data rate by you can send the files from one end to another end. Here it is last seen, which is not relevant here. You can see other networks. I have this last network which is very far from, I am very far from that access point. Okay, I am very far, and that's why I couldn't connect it. Even if I connect, the speed is going to be flickered. You can see minus 72 dBm, which is like very far from my exact location. So I cannot connect it. Even if I connect, I'll get a very small speed rate. Okay. Here it is definitely, it is a geo private network. It is something like it should be a company or a shop. So you can see it is having two radio channels. So definitely it is not a single individual. It is having two radio channel, and it is working on 6 and 11. So he's broadcasting or unicasting on 6 and 11 radio channel. You can see here it is enterprise, WPA2 enterprise. It is not personal, just like this. Here it is personal. It is enterprise here. Having the same speed here, BGN, and having a data rate of 144.4. You can get a graph of this networks. If you double click here, you will see the graph here. Okay, the graph you can see the about the signal strength. Apart from that, you can have the MAC address of the access point here, the MAC address of the machine to your connected, and other relevant information you can get. You can see the 20 megahertz of the channel 11. So I am at 20 megahertz of channel 11. Other thing is here you can see I have 2.4 gigahertz, which means here my radio frequency is of 2.4 gigahertz. So this is the graph of it. You will not generally get this 5 gigahertz frequency, because in this you see 5 gigahertz is from here, N, AC, and AX. It is here only. So to get this 5 gigahertz, you can be very near to the access point, or you had seen this 5 gigahertz at your university hostel. मारवाड़ी में जाओगे तो आपको ये यहाँ ग्राफ मिलेगा 5 गीगाहर्ट्ज का. बॉयज हॉस्टल में और गर्ल्स हॉस्टल में 5 गीगाहर्ट्ज की फ्रीक्वेंसी लगाई गई है केबल से. So you will get a graph here. Okay, so this is all about Insider. We generally use this. You can grab this software from MetaGeek. Simply write Insider. The name itself says SSID. Here, this is a MetaGeek website. You need 3 steps to download it. First of all, you connect to this website, then you click on this download now. When you click on this download now button, it will ask you to create or register inside this website. Once you register, then you can download the software. Okay, it shows you very nice information. If you are having pro version, it can definitely a worth spending tool if you want to use. Okay, so it can speed the speed of your Wi-Fi also. It comes with different configuration you can use if you want to. So this is one tool. I hope इसमें किसी को कोई problem नहीं है. So this is the thing. Okay. Now we will see some of the terminologies which we had covered up in the previous session. We will cover up a small detail over here. So I'll open the TC1 lab notes. So yeah, so these are the things that we had seen in the previous session, SNR and noise and other things we had seen, right? So in this session, let's see some of the other things uh, which could be very relevant to your computer network. So let's see. Okay, यहाँ पर हम नहीं करेंगे because I think I'll take one. One. Okay, और यहाँ पर हम सीखेंगे बेस बैंड, ब्रॉडबैंड and stuff like that. So the first thing, the definition of baseband. What do you mean by baseband? Well, see, baseband. Do you know the meaning of baseband? वो किस तरीके का transmission है? Anyone? Okay. So baseband is basically, yeah, basically it is without any modulation. So the signals which you are getting from the electromagnetic spectrum, they are baseband transmission. Okay, it is a raw signal, so it is without modulation. So it means if they are without modulation, that means they are very slow, slow at speed. I cannot use this baseband frequency signal. I cannot use the signal because they are very low at speed. जो normal, for example, human voice. So you see, human voice is basically it is having a frequency, having baseband frequency. Okay, so जो हम बोलते हैं वो बहुत ही low voice में बोलते हैं. So that means it is a baseband. Okay, it is baseband transmission. So when you take the mic to speak, that means it is a broadband transmission. Okay, so human voice is a baseband transmission. Is a baseband transmission. In contrast to it, we have broadband transmission. So broadband transmission, it is nothing but with modulation. So we will take the carrier, we will take a high frequency carrier and we superimposed with our baseband frequency. Okay, baseband frequency. So when we combine these two frequencies, we will get a new frequency which is with modulated and it is high frequency, which gives you high speed. Gives you high speed. So for example, human voice with a mic. Okay, human voice with. So this is going to be a broadband transmission. Okay. So these are the two transmission that we need to discuss, and other than that, we will discuss something called as channel capacity. See, this is also very important. Channel capacity. What do you mean by channel capacity? So, so channel should be something like if you are having wired communication, then channel is LAN cable or any type of cable that you are using, a coaxial optical fiber cable. So what is the capacity of that cable that it can transfer the data from one end to another end? So that is the capacity, the channel capacity. When we talk about wireless, there is no channel at all actually. There is air as a medium, so I cannot do anything in that. So the channel capacity generally relies on a wired communication. So let's discuss that. So by means of channel capacity, if your channel capacity is very high, so it is very high, you will get good data rate. Okay? Data rate. Ultimately, this is the thing. If your channel capacity is very high, then you will get a good data rate. So this is the important thing. I need ultimately the endpoint and ultimately the users, the resulted users नीड गुड डेटा रेट, उनको और क्या चाहिए, बस यही चाहिए होता है कि स्पीड बहुत ज्यादा होनी चाहिए. सो दैट स्पीड, दैट डेटा रेट, see here, data rates depend upon three things. They depend on three things. First is something called as bandwidth. अगर bandwidth बहुत अच्छी होगी, then you will certainly get a good data rate, right? Next thing is, so when we say data rate, there is important thing is level of the signal. I'll tell you what is the level. And third thing is quality of service or quality of the channel. The channel बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए. So when I say quality of channel, it means level of the noise, that arises in the channel. So these are the three important things that we have to take consider when we do something called as data rates. अगर हम user को बहुत अच्छी speed देना चाहते हैं, तो these are the three things that we have to come up. Okay, but we cannot do it. Okay, क्यों? क्योंकि देखो bandwidth है वो नहीं हो सकती. मैं किसी को इतनी ज्यादा bandwidth नहीं दे सकता कि मतलब कैसा हो जाएगा कि एक हिस्से को मैं बहुत ज्यादा बैंडविड्थ दे दूंगा और एक हिस्से को मैं जरा भी बैंडविड्थ नहीं दूंगा. क्योंकि तुमको मैंने फ्रीक्वेंसी रिव्यूज में बताया था, वी हैव अ वेरी माइन्यूट स्केल ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसीज और बैंड्स दैट वी कैन एलोकेट टू अ पर्टिकुलर यूजर. ओके, हम सारे की सारी फ्रीक्वेंसी एक ही साइड नहीं दे सकते हैं. सो वी हैव अ वेरी लिमिटेड बैंडविड्थ. हमको ये बैंडविड्थ फिर बहुत अलग अलग जगह पे भी यूज करनी है. जस्ट फॉर वेदर फोरकास्टिंग के लिए मुझे बैंडविड्थ चाहिए, लाइक जस्ट लाइक एक्स्ट्रा टेरेस्ट्रियल फाइंड करने के लिए भी मुझे बैंडविड्थ चाहिए, सुपर कंप्यूटिंग के लिए भी मुझे बैंडविड्थ चाहिए. सो इट इज लाइक वेरी इम्पॉसिबल फॉर मी टू use this bandwidth wisely, right? So we have very limited bandwidth. That is the reason I cannot have a good data rate. The second problem here is level. What do you mean by level? Is something like this. If you are having an analog signal, तो वो एनालॉग सिग्नल कैसे वर्क करता है? समथिंग लाइक दिस. तो कैसे जाएगा? इट इज लाइक it's like 1 then 0 then 1 then 0 then 1, something like this. However, now when I have levels, so level में क्या होगा कि जब लेवल की बात करेंगे, so this is level 1, so it's, or you can say level 0. So when I say level 2, तो level 2 में क्या हो जाता है? Something like this. So this is like this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Something like, so this is going to be level 0, this is level 1, and this is level 2. Okay, so this is the level. So जैसे जैसे आपको स्पीड बढ़ानी है, आपको ये लेवल इंक्रीज करने पड़ेंगे. So right now it is L equals to 2 only. Right now L equals to 2 only. But if you want to increase your speed, then you have to increase the level of the signal. Okay, this is the problem. And problem क्यों? क्योंकि अभी L equals to 2 पे आपको मालूम है कि हाँ ये दो लेवल है. कल को मैं L equals to 64 75 ऐसा कुछ कर दूं तो आप समझ पाओगे? इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. इट इज कॉम्प्लेक्स इन नेचर. मैं 2 को समझने में मुझे इतना प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर मैं जब 60 70 पे चला जाए मेरा लेवल, हाउ कैन आई अंडरस्टैंड इट? इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो इट इज कॉम्प्लेक्स इन नेचर. सो इट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स इन नेचर. I cannot, reliability हमारे यहाँ खो जाती है. That's why I cannot do this. Third thing is, well, you can understand, I cannot resolve this. No one can resolve, the hindrances of computer network. To a certain extent I can resolve, but मैं इसको पूरे तरीके से ठीक नहीं कर सकता. That is the problem here. So ये तीनों चीजें जो मुझे important लगती हैं, इन तीनों चीजों में प्रॉब्लम है, right? So how can I resolve this? So इसको ठीक करने के लिए, to get a good data rate, two scientists came up with their own formulas. So two theoretical formulas had been calculated to get good data rate. Okay, to calculate the good data rate. So first one is, I hope you remember this. This is something called as Nyquist bit rate. सबसे पहले हमने ये सीखा. और दूसरा था हमारे पास शैनन कैपेसिटी. These are the two famous scientists who had developed the data rates, good data rate. Now you see here, the Nyquist bit rate is specifically for the noiseless channel. जो बनाया गया था फॉर्मूला, ये स्पेसिफिकली नॉइजलेस चैनल के लिए बनाया गया था, और शैनन कैपेसिटी फॉर्मूला जो बनाया गया था वो बनाया गया था नॉइजी चैनल के लिए. So these are the two things, noiseless and noisy channel. So if you see here the Nyquist bit rate, the formula, it looks something like this. So I can say 2 cross bandwidth into log base 2 L. Here L is level of signals. Okay. So this is the formula. So if this is the formula, then you can see theoretically it is correct. Okay, it looks good. Looks good in theory, but there is no practical aspect of it. But practically, it is complex. Too complex, eh? Because in this equation only you can find the second component. You see this second component, you can find this L here. And apart from this L, we are having log base of 2, which is very hard, right? So if I increase my L to get a good bit rate, it's going to be complex in nature. वो complex होता ही जाएगा. L equals to 2 is no problem. L equals to 60-70 is going to be a problem. और मुझे 60-70 पे जाना ही पड़ेगा to get a good bit rate, right? So this Nyquist bit rate is not a good formula to calculate bit rate. ये तो फेल हो गया था, और फेल होगा क्यों नहीं, क्योंकि ये बना किसके लिए, देखो नॉइजलेस चैनल. ये ये हो ही नहीं सकता ना, क्योंकि हमारे पास हमेशा जो चैनल होगी वो कैसी होगी, नॉइजी हमेशा होगी. वो कैसी होगी, नॉइजी चैनल होगी. आई डो नॉट हैव एनी नॉइजलेस चैनल. सो ये जो पूरा का पूरा है नाइक्विस्ट बिट रेट, इसको हम जस्ट थियोरेटिकल और रिसर्च पर्सपेक्टिव के लिए यूज करते हैं. हम अज्यूम करते हैं कि हमारे पास चैनल है वो नॉइजलेस है, तो हम ये फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज नो प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ नाइक्विस्ट बिट रेट. बट इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट वी हैव शैनन कैपेसिटी. यू सी द फॉर्मूला डिफरेंस हियर. शैनन कैपेसिटी ये बनाया किसके लिए, नॉइजी चैनल के लिए. तो इसके लिए हमारे पास नॉइज का कोई फैक्टर तो होना चाहिए. सो इसी फॉर्मूला इज वेरी गुड. Here bandwidth is been multiplied with log of base 2, which is no problem, but it is having a component which deals with the noise, SNR. This is the thing. So you see the formula itself is having the signal to noise ratio which deals with the noisy channel. Okay, so that's why this formula is adopted for noisy channel, and it is quite impressive to calculate bit rate or data rate, to calculate the or to have the good data rates. Okay, so this is Shannon capacity gives you the highest data. You can see there is no component here. Bandwidth is should be there because I need some frequency, right? So I will take the bandwidth. Then I do not have any level of the signal. I do not have L here, so it is not going to be complex in nature. The quality of the signal, yes, there is a problem. Quality of the signal, I have a noise, but then I have a factor here. I have a 1 plus SNR. I can remove this noise with the help of signal to noise ratio, which will tell me that what or how much noise is there in the channel, and then I'll take suitable action to remove that noise, okay, with the help of this SNR. So these are the two channel capacity we have in the computer networks by which you can calculate the data rates. I hope everyone get the idea here. ये सबको समझ में आया? Okay, then it's fine. Then okay. Apart from that, just quickly a question. What do you mean by this switching? Anyone knows about this switching? No one knows. Okay, that we will discuss in the later session. And let me take your attendance. चलेगा नहीं. Okay, कोई नहीं. मुझे नंबर बोलते जाओ. Okay, 3 type switching. uh, Circuit, packet, and the other one. Virtual. Okay, that's great. Context. Context switching. Hmm, I do not know about that. Context नहीं देखा मैंने. Okay, no problem. Just give me the attendance now. ये starting कहाँ से होता है इसमें? बोलते जाओ enrollment number. Okay, okay. Um, तो सबने कर दिया, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Around 121. So all are 17 series, na? So I'll just write 121, 160, 135, 114, 51, 24, 49, 192, 301, 9,
Sir, 01 is there. 9170010030001.
Mayank.
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay, so these are all right. Okay, fine. So now we were at the switching. So switching, 3 types of switching, Maulik, I think had discussed. Now the question is, why do we need it? Okay, ऐसा क्या ऐसा हो गया कि हमको switching की जरूरत पड़ी? Ultimately switching क्यों हम use करते हैं? For, for timing. Mm, okay, packet reach the destination. Right. Well, okay. So if you see, if I have 2 computers, then I can easily connect it with some cable, and I can have a communication, a good communication. But let's say I have 4 devices, or let's say 40 devices. How you can connect them? Okay, the problem, how you can connect them and how you can access one by one. How can you do it? So there are 2 solutions to it. Okay, so if you have multiple devices, how to connect them? This is the first question these people have arises: how to connect them and how to access them, how to connect them and access them. This is the first question that arises when dealing with this switching. So the solution that they initially had get is to have something called as point to point connection. पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कनेक्शन। सो सबसे पहले मैंने आपको इसके बारे में बताया था कि पॉइंट टू पॉइंट हम कर सकते हैं। सो बट पॉइंट टू पॉइंट में क्या प्रॉब्लम होगी कि if I like one of hub, so in the point to point, yeah, that's okay. One of the hub, I got it. Point to point, which means if you take like mash and star, then I will waste my links here because it will not deal with larger networks। क्योंकि यहाँ पर अगर मैं large network के साथ जाता हूँ, point to point network, larger network के साथ, और अगर मैं apply करता हूँ mesh topology, then you see, yeah, Milan, then you see if I use mesh topology for larger network, then it will do is it will just waste my link here। क्योंकि मैंने आपको फॉर्मूला बताया था n(n-2) डिवाइड बाय 2 फॉर फुल डुप्लेक्स, एंड वहां पर सिर्फ 5 कंप्यूटर के लिए मुझे वहां पर 10 लिंक्स चाहिए थी। तो अगर मैं ये सेम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन यहाँ पर यूज करूँ फॉर लार्जर नेटवर्क, तो मेरे लिए यहाँ पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ लिंक का वेस्टेज हुआ, राइट? सो आई दिस इज नॉट अ फिजिबल सोल्यूशन। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, लेट्स से आई हैव अ मल्टी पॉइंट हियर। अब मल्टी पॉइंट में क्या है, डेफिनेटली आई कैन यूज लार्जर नेटवर्क हियर। I can use larger network with some good topologies like bus and ring। okay? बस एंड रिंग यहाँ पर मैं यूज कर सकता हूँ। बट देन यहाँ प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी, अगर मल्टी पॉइंट में यूज करूँ, दैट मीन्स मल्टी पॉइंट मतलब एक ही लैन केबल या एक ही केबल के अंदर 5 कंप्यूटर्स या 6 कंप्यूटर्स, जितने कंप्यूटर्स आपको लगाने हैं। सो दैट मीन्स कि सेम केबलिंग में मैं बहुत सारे यूजर्स को बुला रहा हूँ। सो इट विल इंक्रीज द नंबर ऑफ डिवाइसेस द सेम केबल, इट विल इंक्रीज हियर, increase the number of devices। that means high capacity हो जाएगी मेरे पास, और अगर capacity ज्यादा है, that means what is the problem, you will ultimately get a congestion problem, leads to traffic problem। तो both solution में कोई ना कोई problem है ही। okay? so ये दोनों solution feasible है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ problem है। so due to these two reasons we ultimately get a new concept called as switching, कि जहां पर हम तीन टाइप की स्विचिंग पढ़ते हैं। वन इज नोन एज सर्किट switching, packet switching, and there is something called as message switching, there is virtual switching, I think। yeah. So there are 4 types of switching। I think message or virtual both are same, or maybe this packet or message are same, so let me take it as virtual switching। okay, so circuit, packet, and virtual switching, so these are the 3 switchings we can do। so in circuit switching, if you see सर्किट स्विचिंग, ये जो सर्किट स्विचिंग है, इसमें क्या बेसिकली होता है कि इट इज फिक्स्ड, देयर इज अ फिक्स्ड टोपोलॉजी ऑफ इट, फिक्स्ड टोपोलॉजी 129 164 yeah, so there is a fixed topology and there is a fixed dedicated path, not required reserved resources। yeah, fixed dedicated path, and there is a resource reservation। इसको भी डेटा सेंड करना है, it had to reserve the resources like all kind of cable, processing power, buffer, everything, it has to be reserved for the better transmission। so it has to follow a fixed dedicated path, और जब वो पाथ डिसाइड हो जाए तो आपका राउटिंग डिसीजन डिसाइड हो जाता है। और इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि अगर दो लोग अगर आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, देन अ थर्ड पर्सन कैन नेवर कम एंड इंटरप्ट। ओके, इसमें तीसरा व्यक्ति कभी भी बात नहीं कर सकता है दो लोगों के बीच में। वो जो डेडिकेटेड पाथ है वो रिजर्व हो चुका है उसके लिए। सो देयर इज अ डायग्राम ऑफ इट, नॉट सिक्योर सर्किट switching। so if you see, if two people are communicating with this path here to here to here to here, then this complete path is completely reserved with A and this computer R। okay, it's completely reserved। इसमें कोई फिर थर्ड पर्सन विल नेवर इंटरप्ट, ये नहीं आ सकता कोई भी। नाउ दी सो दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली। सो यहाँ पे दो ही लोग बात कर सकते हैं, जस्ट लाइक योर टेलीफोन, राइट? उसमें तीसरा कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल नहीं कर सकता हूँ मैं टेलीफोन में, बीएसएनएल में, राइट? So that is the problem here. So this is your circuit switching, and the question is not secured. How it is not secured?
सर बीच में जो डिवाइस होता है उसमें से कोई भी एक्सेस कर आपकी बात सुन सकता है। लाइक पहले बहुत पहले से जो एसटीडी कॉल्स होते थे उसमें ऐसा होता था कि जब आपको किसी से बात करनी होती है तो आप एक एसटीडी कॉल्स को वहाँ पे और रिजर्व करते थे और वहाँ से जो एसटीडी कॉल वाला जो पर्सन था वो दूसरे दूसरे टेलीफोन को ऐसे वो उसे कनेक्ट करता था और वहाँ से वो तीसरे कोई कनेक्ट करता था तो जो बीच में दो पर्सन है वो आपकी बात सुन सकते थे। वो पहले बहुत मीन्स के काफ़ी टाइम पहले ये यूज़ हुआ करता था लाइक सर्किट स्विचिंग में ऐसे एसटीडी कॉल्स हम यहाँ से आपको बहुत दूर बात करनी होती तो बीच में दो ऐसे पॉइंट होते हैं वहाँ पे मीन्स के डिस्टेंस के पहले एक पॉइंट होते थे वहाँ पे आप डायरेक्ट बात नहीं कर सकते लेकिन वो ट्रांसफ़र करते थे वहाँ से इसलिए बीच में से जो होते थे वो आपकी बात सुन सकते थे।
Okay, fine. So it is reliable than that of packet switching, or it is not reliable?
Sir, it is reliable, but means के reliable but not fast means के time बहुत ज़्यादा लगता था।
Yes, time बहुत ज़्यादा लगता था. Okay. And if you are using dedicated path, then it will always unsecured, I think. Yeah, it could be. But then we can, if I have a dedicated path, then I can apply more security in it. I can apply a direct security. That's why the network, these anonymous network, they are direct, fixed, dedicated path. They are completely secured. Okay, आपकी जो end to end encryption है, अगर आप इसे ये जो हेली कह रही है, if you apply on those dedicated path, then it is secured somewhere. पैकेट स्विचिंग में क्या प्रॉब्लम है कि इट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नेटवर्क, सो कोई पर्सन अगर आपकी बात सुन भी रहा है तो आपको पता नहीं होगा, यू कैन नॉट ट्रेस बैक. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम इन पैकेट स्विचिंग. Okay, so these are some of the aspects. Divide into part. Yeah, your data is going to be moved from one location to another location in the form of packets. तो पैकेट जाते हैं, जो आपका अभी जो सिचुएशन है इंटरनेट का वो आपका पैकेट स्विचिंग पे चलता है. इट्स अ कंप्लीट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सिस्टम और उसके राउटिंग डिसीजन होते हैं वो कंडीशन के ऊपर चेंज होते हैं. वो शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ ही ढूंढते हैं हमेशा. तो अगर उसको लगता है कि ये पाथ शॉर्ट है तो वहां से राउटिंग डिसीजन चेंज करेगा अपना. ओके, नॉट लाइक फिक्स्ड पाथ. उसमें रिसोर्स रिजर्वेशन की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वो डायनेमिकली रिसोर्स रिजर्वेशन होते हैं उसके. ओके, उसका पाथ भी डायनेमिकली चेंज होता है. उसको लगता है कि ट्रैफिक है इस पाथ में, इट विल चेंज द routing path according to the condition in between he feels. So this is the switching. We will see more aspects on it in our later sessions. Okay then guys, thank you so much. Okay.